Rockets making the shot. Dishes to Williams. Lobs it up for Jordan. Now here's Rivers. He's tightly guarded. Jordan sets the pick for Johnson. Jordan the screen. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one. Rejected by Gasol.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, David Fizdale was one of the most respected assistant coaches in the league before he took over in Memphis last season. He spent 8 seasons in Miami, where LeBron James played for him. LeBron said he has every quality that would fit a head coach. He's confident in his ability, a great learner, a great communicator. So it was great to see him get the nod, and he's proven so far why he's capable of the job. Kevin?
And an endorsement from LeBron is never a bad thing, D.A. Thanks so much.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
Sometimes the easy play is the right play. You take a chance when you go for that big finish. You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Here's Harrison. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Gasol, a screen on Gallinari. And stolen by Jordan. Gallinari attacking, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You can see Gallo catches the defense off guard with that drive because of it, and they have no choice but to hack. One thing Danilo Gallinari has been his whole career is consistent. I know he's had some injuries to deal with, but he's always scored in the teens, about 15 points for his career in the league, and is pretty efficient from the three-point line, especially as a stretch big, shooting in the high 30s from beyond the arc. So that's some quantity and some quality.
The first one falls. And for Gallinari, the major change in his game, Brent, has been his willingness to get to the line. Other than that, he's kept the same style of play.
Yeah, positives and negatives to that, Kevin, if you don't make any kind of changes in your game and you're looked on as one-dimensional. But because he's 6'10", 6'11", has that ability to stretch you out and shoot threes, Danilo Gallinari is an impact player on the offensive end of the floor.
Gallinari hits them both. Brent, when you played, you were able to score in a variety of ways. Which do you think you were better at, shooting off the catch or off the dribble?
There's no doubt that shooting off the catch, Kevin, was much easier for me. I love the fact that I could get my feet set, start to anticipate when the ball was coming, who the ball was coming from, and then establish my own rhythm for each of those opportunities to cast away at the rim.
I would think, though, you get rhythm by working off the dribble, too.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be able to do that, but I oftentimes use that dribble to maybe create another opportunity for a teammate. And then the other idea, Kevin, is if you're a great catch and shoot player, the pump fake and one dribble in, that's something you have to perfect to keep the defense honest in terms of their closeouts.
There's Williams with the three.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Just consistently aggressive on the glass. Jordan is so tough to contain down there.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Over Jordan. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. Back to Beverly. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, he plays with a bit of a sixth sense around the offensive glass. Perfect position for the easy tip-in.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Conley dishes to Ennis. Martin kicks to Ennis. Gasol a screen. Here's Harrison. 9 points last game. It's Martin on the wing. Outside Conley. 6 to shoot. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Outside Williams. The dish to Griffin. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
They are just killing him on the interior.
We know that Blake Griffin gives you a lot offensively, but he's a very heady player. Even when not putting up the shot, he can cut well, moves to open spaces on the floor, and he has a great eye for what's going on around him. A terrific passer as a power forward.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And you talk about Griffin and his passing. I remember last season watching him, Brent, throw a behind-the-back, between-the-legs assist to a baseline cutter. Wow.
Well, your memory is rock solid, Kevin. I remember that play as well, and he's certainly in the conversation as being one of the best passing big men in the league. Has always put up big assist numbers, and some of the things that he can do, especially on the break, handling the basketball, can be just as impressive as a Blake Griffin dunk.
Now here's Beverly. 8 points his last outing. Jordan against Gasol. Jordan kicks to Williams. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And the pass to Gasol. He kicks to Ennis. Back to Gasol. The Grizzlies with another miss. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-4 run. Conley against Beverly. Pops it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Harrison. And Griffin sends it back.
So Griffin using the vertical on defense. That's a scary thought.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Martin, the pass to Ennis. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Beverly. With a floater. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And for Beverly, showing a little in-between game there.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Brent, you were drafted by the Nuggets, but traded to the Clippers to start your career. What was it like being a rookie and living in Los Angeles as you adjusted to the league?
Well, I was super excited, Kevin, of course, to be drafted and have the opportunity to live out my dream of being an NBA player. But a lot of people were joking around with me that I don't think the Clippers are in the NBA. Just remembering how many struggles they had gone through and have gone through throughout the course of the franchise existence, coming up from San Diego, moving to Los Angeles, and never really finding a footing. But I learned a ton during my first year, having played under Coach Bill Fitch, a Hall of Fame member that has been around the league and won championships, and really embracing the opportunity to learn and grow and pour a foundation for what I was hoping would be a long and successful career in the NBA.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Here's Ennis. Martin with a screen on Griffin. Here's Ennis. And Griffin sends it back.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's the teardrop. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Clippers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And Memphis making a change here. Parsons is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Williams.
And continuity is one thing that lends itself to winning. You see that in Memphis, that their key players in Gasol and Conley, these guys are all getting it done.
Now here's Ennis. The feed now to Gasol. Kicks it out to Parsons. 6 on the shot clock. And off the glass. That one's good. Parsons got his first 2 points. And the challenge for the Grizzlies has been finding that 4th or 5th star caliber player, Greg, to push them over the top.
And they've needed a two-way terror on the wing for the longest time here. None of their draft picks or free agent signings have really broken through. And that's what it's going to take if they want to break through in the West. And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Conley dishes to Gasol. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Oh, Griffin in position.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
The Grizzlies trail by 4.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, and you're going to have to get up a quick shot to make that happen.
Harrison kicks to Gasol. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Beverly. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The Clippers have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
That's good from Beverly.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
Both free throws good from Beverly. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And here is Chalmers. Outside Conley. Shoots over Decker. That one wide left.
Well executed. Great rhythm.
Oh!
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
That is deep. Get out your scuba gear.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime
The first
Show.
half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. In the second quarter, they turned on the afterburners, making a big charge to jump ahead and build a 9-point lead for themselves at halftime. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. It's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. You cannot lose that edge in the second half.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Welcome back to Los Angeles in the Staples Center. The freeways through downtown Los Angeles buzzing with traffic. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. It's been one outstanding game from Tyreke Evans.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. The Grizzlies trail by 9. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Conley out there with Harrison, and it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Ennis, and it's Martin in at the 4. Martin with the screen for Conley. Griffin with the steal. Feeds it to Beverly. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his 5th assist in this one. Conley kicks to Gasol. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gasol's got his first basket.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Now here's Rivers. He's looking for Jordan and finds him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
But you know what DeAndre Jordan is going to give you. He's going to grab every rebound available out there and block shots defensively. And on offense, you're going to find him around the rim and finishing lobs.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And with Jordan, he had a better season, Brent, in 2017 with his free throw shooting.
Well, 50% is a big improvement, but still not good enough. He's a liability out there on the floor late in the games because of the free throw shooting, but another off season for DeAndre Jordan to address that issue and come back and be better.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Man, sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Harrison kicks to Martin. Gasol against Jordan. Clock at 6. The shot's good from Gasol. Clippers leading by 12. Now Beverly. He's got 9. He feeds it to Rivers. Jordan the screen. Rivers kicks to Griffin. Over Martin. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. That's 7 points for Blake Griffin. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Martin kicks to Conley. Martin the screen. Conley up top, defended by Beverly. 3 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Harrison, no good.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Back to Conley. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Now here's Ennis. And Jordan sends it back. They retain possession. Clippers leading by 12. Beverly the pass to Griffin. Jordan the screen. Lobs it up for Jordan. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Well, the reliance on DJ always starts at the defensive end. Right now, offensively taking high-quality shots and dominating the offensive end.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And you don't see it quite as often anymore, but if you give Blake Griffin some space, Brent, and a path to the hoop, he'll put you on a poster. And whatever other social media you've got, and I know you've got a lot.
Yeah, log in, Kevin, and you'll see some Blake Griffin highlight plays. And it does seem like he needs a little bit more room to get to that burst. But that's a guy who's a veteran. That's a guy who's understanding his game a little bit better and still finding ways to be effective.
Evans, he's checked in for James Ennis.
And now a moment to see the stats for Conley. Coming off a terrific season, 17th in assists, and he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And really a good season for him distributing the basketball. Whether it was the drive and dish, pick and roll, fast break, he was money all year long. Martin against Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
And this is why you keep your ticket stub, Blake Griffin, on the jam.
For Los Angeles, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
One shot.
That's good from Blake Griffin. And this Clippers team has been in the hunt for a deep playoff run for some time. Consistently tried to get a veteran bench to help them with that goal, and they've succeeded there, but it's come at the cost of developing young players.
Yeah, last season the Clippers were the oldest team in the NBA by average age, and they have not had many injections of youth to revitalize or develop the roster along with the success that they've had. And you know, that could be really important for a young player to watch a team do great things. They've relied on a lot of veterans, and there could be some cost or residual cost to not having some younger players. The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, we know the Clippers are one of the best teams in the league, but are they good enough to win it all? Coach Doc Rivers talked about overcoming the super teams they face. He said the big 3 in Boston, put them together, bam, we won. We had Miami, Golden State, but there are teams that still poke through. Dallas did it, and that's what we're trying to do. Kevin?
And with Doc in control, the Clippers, DA, they'll always be in contention for a title. Thanks so much for that terrific report. Billy Reed, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Johnson comes in for Gallinari. Outside Conley. Evans dishes to Gasol. Back to Evans. Over Johnson. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Clippers.
What a display we've seen from them so far. Every half open look they've gotten, they've knocked down and showed no signs of letting up. Right now, they are in the driver's seat. As long as they can keep their rhythm on offense, they'll just steamroll this team the rest of the way.
Here is Conley. 12 points for him. Gasol, a screen on Beverly. Conley kicks to Evans. Gasol against Reed. Tries it from 9. That one a little long.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Griffin passes to Rivers. Reed a screen to the paint. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg, 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. Interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender.
He's off on the first. Hey, Brand, analytics more and more playing a part in the NBA, almost to the point where people now feel guilty taking mid-range jump shots because they know the higher percentage that exists. How far is too far in using these numbers?
Well, I think people mention it too much, Kevin, but they don't understand it enough. There's no doubt that analytics plays a huge part in what our game is today. Every team throughout the 30 in the league have several guys employed to look deep into these numbers. But the fact of the matter is, still the best shot in basketball is the dunk or the layup. Teams are still trying to get into the paint and get it done. And the three-point evolution is not going anywhere. So it's about understanding it. Right now we're at a good point. About 33% of shots taken right now are three-point shots. I think we're going to see it get close to 40. That's about the tipping point.
40%.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
And let's hope for a heated matchup in this first game between them, because a close one tonight ensures we'll have 3 more good games down the road.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Parsons is checked in.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.